how many guys love the game of basketball? And I think that's the most important thing. Loving the game of basketball is what motivates us to want to come here and get some work in. Loving the game of basketball is what motivates us to take the time out to work on your ball handling, to work on your shooting, to work on your defense. But it's the love for the game and your passion for the game that motivates you. Because if you didn't love the game, you wouldn't be here today. I guarantee you, you'll find something else to do. But you want to make sure that you occupy your time to spend time with us so that we can teach you a couple of things to help you guys improve the game, your game, because you love it. And I think that's the most important thing. Loving the game, appreciating the game is going to continue to motivate you and drive you to be the best you can possibly be. But you also have to be coachable. And I think when you attend some of these clinics, when you attend summer camps, you have to understand that the coaches are trying to impart their knowledge of the game onto you. And you have to be receptive to criticism. You know, I always say that the best players we've ever had at St. Ray's are the ones that allow themselves to be coached. Okay? So here with me today, I have my assistant coach, Elliot Rosado, who I'm going to invite to the middle.
There you go.
Coach Elliot. And his son actually played for me. His son is Malachi Smith. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Malachi Smith. So Malachi Smith, in fact, his mom is from here, from the projects. But Malachi Smith, and what was so unique about him is the fact that he always allowed himself to be coached. And I could be very critical of him. Any mistake he made, I could correct. If I had to yell at him, I could yell at him, and his response would always be the same. Yes, coach, no, coach. But he always understood where we were coming from, and he always wanted to get better. And he actually spent a lot of time in the gym during his off time, during the off season, working on his game. And that's why he's a Division I player. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have aspirations to go to college and play Division I basketball. And he's doing a hell of a job at Dayton University.
That's right.
And we're all very proud of him. But again, I use him as a model, and some of the other players that we've coached in the past that have achieved great success, again, because they allow themselves to be coached. And if you can allow yourself to be coached, I guarantee you'll continue to improve and ultimately continue to be a great basketball player. Okay? Coach Elliott, anything you want to impart on these kids?
Just real quick. My son used to live here, right? And I used to come in this park and always say, "Dad, nobody's here. Nobody comes to this park." And so I'm glad to be here because what Coach is doing, and now everybody's back. I just want to remind y'all of one thing. I always say, I'm tired of hearing who used to be the best in these projects. I want to now start knowing who is the best now.
That's
Who's
right.
next. I love the stories though, don't get me wrong, about the guys that used to play here. Now it's about y'all. Who's next? Understand? So let's work on that today. Let's be next.
All right, so let's make sure that you're paying attention. Any questions you might have, feel free. Ask myself, ask Coach Elliott. Again, we're here to help you guys get better. So we're going to put you through a lot of the drills that we do on a high school level, okay? Everything that we do at St. Ray's, we do with a purpose. We don't just go through drills or run through drills without having any reason to do these drills. Every drill we do has a purpose, and I'll show you towards the end of today's workout why we're doing some of the drills, and again, you'll see it put together, especially when we try to implement our offense. Right? So I need everybody to pay close attention, give us 100% of yourselves, and all we ask for is maximum effort. Everybody got that? All right, so let's have a good one. Let's go. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, right now, I need 5 lines. 5 lines on the baseline. 5 lines on the baseline. All right, so let's go. Let's start. A couple of things you guys don't want to do for a board, okay? You want to make sure that you're pushing off, okay? And you're sitting down, right? So when we say you're sitting down, when we say sitting down, it's almost like you're sitting on a stool, okay? You never get up out of that position when you're playing defense. You stay low, okay? And you're pushing off. Now, don't click your heels. Don't hop. I want you guys to stay low. Now we're going to speed it up. Okay, once we get to the foul line, quick pivot. Don't stand up. Stay low. Once we get to the half court, quick pivot. All the way down. Foul line, pivot. Do not stand up. Everybody's sitting. Let's go. Everybody on the stands, right? Make sure we're sitting. Make sure we're sitting. Look at that. Make sure we're sitting. Go. All right, everybody down. Everybody down. Sit down. Sit down. Okay, feet straight out. Feet straight out. Reach out. Touch your toes. Reach out. Feet together. 15. Ready? Again. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Dribble low. Dribble low. Dribble low. Hit. Whoa. Here, tap, tap, tap. Go. We got it. There you go. Dog. Good. 3. Ball. I need to hit that ball. Ball. Ah, we this side, this side, this side. We're going to the right. Ball should be here. Let's go again. Ball. Good job. Can you stand lower? Slide. Slide. Look up. Look up. Look up. Keep going. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, look at me. 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 Good. Face out. Good.
Yo, pay attention so y'all know what y'all doing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Get your rebound. Don't worry about the miss. Just get the drill right.
The whole reason, does anybody know why he was jump stop? Why?
I think he does jump stop to fake out the other player.
So what? Which play? The defender, right? So go ahead.
I think he doesn't fake out so he can stop and know what he's doing.
Okay. The other reason is he wants to gather himself because we don't want to run this defender over, right? We don't want to run him over. So again, you're leaving. And I come full. Now he gathered himself. You're gonna be gone over yourself. And I'm going to help. Circling up. Jump stop, kick out, shot. All right, shot. All right. So go ahead. Let's do that. Pass. Jab, good. Good. Kick out, good. Space out. Good. Shot. Go. Good. Shot. All right, jab. Jump stop. Good. Kick out. Good.
I'm just letting them know.
Foot out, same foot. Cross. Turn.
Makai!
That's it. Again. 1, 2. Turn. 1, 2. Turn. Alrighty? Don't clap. Just listen. I'm gonna spell it. S P I R I T. We got the spirit, so let's hear it. S P let's hear it. Okay, now let's try it, spelling it out. Formation, our hands not swinging. S. Up, start again. S. P. I. R. I. Oh, T. You got the spirit? So let's hear it again. S. P. I. R. I. T. Let's do just the feet again. Hips. Foot out. Cross. Spin. Foot out. Cross. Spin. You got the spirit? So let's hear it. Out. Cross. Spin. Out. Cross. Spin. We got the spirit? So let's hear it. S. P. I. R. I. T. You got the spirit? So let's hear it. So since he's filming, 6, 7, go.
Take the ball, down, 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 down. Pass the ball, round, 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 round. Take it to the hoop, 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 and shoot, two.
All right.
You're gonna no. Wait until he shoots. Same time. You gotta dive.
Right. When they say take it to the, you won't step up. But doing all this, you make the whole team look crazy. Okay? In formation all the time. And that's one thing. See, like your hands in your mouth. That's not formation. What you have to understand is that everybody's going to be looking at us. Y'all going to have on that fly uniform, names on the back. You don't want them to say, ooh, look at Tatiana. Right? You don't want them to say that she's fumbling and stuff, right? Spread out. If you were standing still, you wouldn't be on top of her. You would be in your spot, right? 5, 6, 7, go.
Take the ball, down, 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 down. Pass the ball, round, 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 round. Take it to the hoop, 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 and shoot, two.
Okay. Back to formation. There you go. You got it. So let me see that. Take the ball. Down, 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 down. Pass the ball. Round, 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 round. Take it to the uh-huh. And shoot.
Hi, RJ.
So, there go. You got it.
Come on, I need you guys to move. Let's go. Right here. Here. Last one, come. Let's go. Stack. Let's go. Good. Rebound. Fight him. Pass it up. You're off. All right, now. Rotate to your left. All right, so now. You're there. You go over here. You come over here. Pivot. That's one. Let's go. One up.
Coaching team. This side, give me that corner. Half team, corner.
Go, let's go.
Lead that, man. Rick, come on, Malik. Come on, Malik. That's three. Free up. Come on, Josh. I need you. I need you, Josh.
Listening is a skill set. I keep saying this. You guys have to know what you're doing out on the court. It can make the difference between a win or a loss. We need guys out on the floor, especially in crucial moments of the game, they're going to be able to execute. I can't tell you how important it is when I'm trying to throw up a last-second play for the guys to be in the right spot, doing and setting the right screens, and us getting the right shot, the shot that we need to try to give ourselves a chance to win the game. But it's important because you guys got to learn how to listen. That's an important skill set. A lot of times we take that for granted. Think about this. How many times did I have to repeat the same instructions over and over again? A lot. No, I say more than that, more than 4. About 5, 6, 7 times. Okay? And a major reason why is because, again, I need you guys paying attention. You know, in order for you guys to understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, I'm always teaching. I'm always trying to explain why we do certain things. Okay, so understanding why do we set that ball screen, where on a normal day, come out here, work on your game, or how many of you actually come out to the park and want to jump right into a game? What do you prefer to do? Okay. What about you? Yeah, you just jump in. Okay, that's an honest answer. I used to do the same exact thing. The same exact thing. Okay. Okay, that's fair.
Do you have any top players that any of the kids should know about?
We have the top point guard, 20th ranked point guard in his class, Ty Turnage. And one thing about Ty, he's a great listener. Great listener. He's somebody who constantly works on his game, but I need him to be an extension of me out on the floor. I'm too old to play, all right? But he can't. So he has to make all the right decisions and think the way I think. But a lot of that comes from our interaction with one another and him listening to my message. That's important because that's how I develop trust. We have another kid, Brandon Stores, who in the 2025 class is ranked the 26th shooting guard in the country. Here's a kid who constantly works on his game. He's not somebody, you're never going to catch him in the court playing 5-on-5 or just playing random games. He's always working, just doing something different to try to elevate his game. Because he knows he wants to be the best, right? But he knows there's a lot of work that he has to do. And those are the kids that excel because, again, they'll tell you they're not good. They'll tell you, I have a lot of work to do. There are a lot of different things that I want to be able to do by the time I become senior, before I go to college. So when I ask who actually comes out to the park and plays as opposed to work, I would say that a lot of you have that habit, right? I used to do it all the time when I was a kid. Until I realized I wasn't that good. And I realized that I had to get better. So what did I start doing? I started practicing on my skill set, on myself. Every morning, I would go to the park, 9 a.m. until about 12, just work on my individual game. And by 12:30, all the kids come to the park, and then that's how we play. But I would always try to get a workout in before I play. And that's important. Work on your skill set. It's not going to help you if you don't work on coming off ball screens, if you don't work on how to attack, if you don't work on making the right passes and making the right reads, you're never going to get better. When you want to elevate your game, you got to continue to work on your skill set before you start playing those 3-on-3s, those 4-on-4s, those 5-on-5s, those 4-on-4s. Try to get a nice little workout in before you play. It's only going to help you improve. All right. Now, what are some of your takeaways today? What did you learn? Anybody? Okay, listen to the coach. Good. Hold on.
How to shoot more consistently.
What was that?
How to shoot more consistently.
You got to be a consistent shooter, right? So we always say, everybody thinks they can shoot the ball. But I always like to look at percentage. Somebody who's shooting 26% from 3, that's not a good shooter. And I'll tell that person, that player, hey, you need to work on your 3. Like, don't think that you're going to come into our team and I'm going to run 5, 6, 7 different sets for you to come off a stagger screen or a flare screen for a 3. That's not your game. But But the time to do that and to improve upon that is now. This is the time. You're not going to do it in season. Coaches aren't going to let you do that in season. That's something you work on during the off season. So that way, when you come back to your team, you show your teammates and you show your coaches that, hey, you can trust me because I've been working on that shot all summer long. And I'm not going to shoot 23%. I'm going to try to get that to about 40%. So that's important. What else? What else have we learned?
I learned to look before you like shoot or you guard.
Well, we always say make reads, right? So you got to identify whether or not you got to step up and guard somebody, or step up and help on defense, or especially if you're on offense, you got to make the right reads, right? You got to see what the defense is giving you, and whether it's for yourself or somebody else, you want to make a play. Okay? Somebody else, yes. Pay attention. Key, number one. Yes. What was that? Practice. You got to practice. What else?
I learned that how to always wait for the defense to make contact.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Coach, why don't you step up here?
I learned that these kids are real good, but a lot of them don't like to listen. What happens in high school when you're good but you don't listen?
Anybody know?
Decide that they don't play for the game or they don't know what they're doing.
Well, what do you think is going to happen?
Stay in the wait.
They're going to stay where? They're going to stay on the bench. They're going to sit right next to me. We've had talented players who, because they're not good listeners, I'm telling you, winning situations.
Hold that ball. Hold that ball.
In game time situations where you have a chance to win. I've lost games because guys were in the wrong spot. Guys, and I watch film. We watch a lot of film, and I can see the eye contact that kids make. You got kids that are looking into the stands, kids that are looking at their friends, their girlfriends, as opposed to looking at the coach and seeing what the coach is throwing up. I'll never forget, we had I believe it was Iona Prep. We had a chance to tie the game, or to even go up with, I don't know, about less than 5 seconds left in the game. And I drew up a play that we've used in the past, and we've won games in the past with that same play. And I had the shooter, actually the screener, in a completely different spot than what I drew up. Completely. Cost us the game. Well, cost us at least an opportunity to win the game. And he was a pretty talented player, but like you said, it doesn't matter how talented you are, but if you're a poor listener and you can't go out there and execute, I guarantee you, you're not going to play. You won't play. That's the bottom line. I need you guys to continue to get better. I love what Coach said earlier about all the great stories we hear about past players, but it's time for you guys to be part of those stories, to be part of the narrative, be part of the history of New York City basketball. All right, you guys are the youth. Keep working on your game and continue to get better. Everybody got that?
Hold on, I'm gonna finish on what Coach was saying. How many of y'all know Christian Jeffries? How many of y'all know Christian Jeffries? You don't know Christian? Munchie's son from Brevoort? You know what school he goes to? Bishop Lafayette. You know where he sat? Right here. Right now, he's one of the top players in New York City. He sat right here. He's one of the hardest workers. So I'm gonna leave y'all off on this. I know you're tired of sitting here. The one thing I took from what Coach was saying, and all y'all should take this to bed tonight is, y'all don't listen. Y'all know the draft is Thursday. We got coaches out here evaluating y'all guys. And to hear another coach say y'all don't listen, what coach is gonna want to pick y'all? Nobody's gonna want to pick someone who don't listen. So each one of y'all, take that home tonight, that you don't listen. And you gotta be attentive and actually listen to get better. And two things I'm gonna say. Coach, me, coach, it's all better than y'all in basketball. So y'all got, this is free stuff y'all getting from people who are actually better than you. We want y'all to be better than us. And it comes with listening. We're out here on a Saturday. We all got regular jobs and kids. We're out here pouring into y'all. And y'all can't listen. I'm extremely disappointed right now in all of it. We're out here. This is Saturday. He can be home with his kids. He can be home with his kids. He can be home with his kids. And y'all not listening. Why are we out here if y'all not gonna listen? All this is volunteer work. No one's getting paid to do this. And y'all can't simply listen. I need to take that home. Thursday is the drive for all my 12 and under kids. Thursday, 6 to 8 at PS 21. Dress to impress. I'm not saying full suits. If you got a shirt, have your parents, like slacks or pants. Look like you're going somewhere because it's going to be on video. You see basketball heads, video, everything. You don't want to be there with a easy head on an unironed shirt. Y'all gonna be drafted. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna call your names out. They're gonna be sitting in the auditorium. This may be the one and only time you ever be drafted. But I want y'all to take home listening. This is fun. This is supposed to be fun. We're volunteering our time out here. Nobody has to be here for y'all. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Thursday, 6 to 8. You're gonna send out flyers.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Brevoort Basketball League.
Thank you.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready?